But at the same time, I feel like this Blacklist rivalry draft is pretty deadly in the mid game, because the problem is you have to be able to have BKBs to kind of fight the poke. Someone's getting bushwhacked, someone's getting orb, Lena's going to throw some range spells, right? And then TA as a hero, you have to fight her on this hero's BKB timings and when she commits.
Oh, it looks like they managed to catch the Enchantress to the side here. Not terribly surprising. What about this mid matchup, though? It seems to be going pretty well for Karl when it comes to CS against the TA. We now have level 3 refraction where it really starts getting dangerous, but for now at least, he's doing pretty well.
Yeah, tanks that hit to half HP, as you say it, but yeah, he's cruising.
Another one. All right. They're just going to run over this lane now.
More importantly, they want to break this area so the Brood can shove in top and then connect somewhere. This move actually counts for a lot more than it seems like on paper.
Speaking of break, the break mechanic is going to be very important. Managed to get him on the secondary tree, and there it is. The ultimate goes off in the Hoodwink, breaking the Spectre and allowing the damage to flow from the puck.
So maybe Chrysalis is just somewhere in the realm of why not. This looks familiar.
Yeah, he's experiencing a bit of deja vu, but Fate is different this time. They don't actually go on him. They do have the TA trap silence out. He got the shard immediately, and they tried to put a good use to kill Karl. Not quite good enough, though. And immediately a beautiful overgrowth off of the Spectre ultimate. Just a great reaction from eyyou. He'll cost him his life, sure, but he saves everybody else on Blacklist. Perhaps not you, actually. Still getting the second initiation with a Blink Dagger, but here comes the Broodmother. Doesn't actually have the detection to get on top of Mikoto. Now revealed off the bells, and will be able to bring her down ultimately. Chase for more now. Ollie.
Bad Bosku shows up on the flank.
Yeah. And he's going to look to slow down Ollie. It's going to be a very, very slow kill, but they'll get it eventually and take this mid tower for their efforts as well.
What is the contest here, right? I think this should have just happened pretty much instantly after that fight. You're going to miss a little timing here, but not too much. Actually contesting this?
They are. That seems very dangerous. Yeah, Mikoto slowed down to a crawl. Karl's going to make sure they catch him here. The overgrowth getting the +1 and Q as well. Talon very, very greedy contesting Roshan like that. Yeah, Jabz didn't have his BKB yet. It only just now got delivered on the courier. So I'm sure Jabz is saying, guys, I cannot fight yet. It's just not possible.
Yeah. If he gets Blink, then I think it ups the value of this BKB. He can just BKB Blink, lasso somebody.
Karl does not have a TP. So if he makes this move and gets out, it's really great, but I don't think he's going to be able to make it out. Gets caught by the Tiny first and straight into the lasso. So, yeah. Maybe a Blink away. Oh, he doesn't have Blink, so he's dead.
A little over-aggressive on the farming, but a good read by Talon to just corner him and take advantage of it. And this is A just winding down. So it'll time out for Raven. He gets a little bit of the regeneration here on a full pool. And Talon might look for a toss back here.
Yeah.
On top of 15 seconds.
Nice toss back on the Lina. Perfect catch, and the lasso is there as well. The pickup potential is well and alive here for Talon to keep these fights going. Raven's going to be the first to die. eyyou tried to do what he could with the overgrowth. Lots of AoE damage coming from this puck, but it has to be aware of those TA traps. That silence can be deadly.
Toss back on Bosku.
Will be able to get a blink away, but Bosku is now the one in trouble, surrounded by 5. Instead, Talon lose nobody in that fight and catch 3.
Just too over-eager. You're just sitting in front of the tower, your Aegis time's out, you're begging them to toss your Lina back. No matter what happens, you just gotta be prepared here, take a good angle, try and get on a good target.
Are they gonna be able to get here in time, though? Roshan gonna fall very quickly unless somebody manages to blink in right now. That's the... Oh, no, what a bushwhack. Catching 3, that's pretty nice, but the age has already been picked up, so nobody really wants to follow that up.
Jabz
is going to be chased down by 23 at the same time. Jabz catching the Lina is so important as Raven, they give him a load of sword, they do what he can, but he doesn't have BKB. He does manage to get some distance. The overgrowth locking down the Spectre as well. He hit a TA trap. Looks like the Tiny's going to be caught by the puck.
Bosku.
Nice force staff over to the side. Bosku, though, puts himself on the cliff area, but it's not good enough.
Decent attempt to displace that fight. I mean, they get Raven out of there, which is pretty big.
I mean, really, because like Lina operating as carry, she has this like crazy scaling. But she does need like 3 or 4 items.
You enforce the fight that way.
Okay.
So they have 2 mechanisms for that, right? The other is jump, and jump with BKB Pierce, because the hero relies on BKB to be able to stand her ground versus most jump in the game. and fight back. And if you have both of those, you can commit.
Oh, Bosku
There's
tossed away again. Q just keeps on finding these openings. Bosku trying to crawl back to the cliff with the overgrowth. The dagger goes through him, and the Spectre's going to be able to run him down. At the same time, they do manage to kill the Tiny, but it is just Talon running over Blacklist. They are far too strong on all their cores, and that's going to be the first use of the BKB on Raven as well. Look at 23, daring up to the high ground. He just doesn't give a damn.
Feels very difficult for Blacklist to try and pick a target to start the fight on that isn't going to take so long that the rest of Talon get an opening.
They're going for a 5-man smoke right now. The Aegis is still up for 50 seconds, but that's not who they're targeting anyway. Oh no! The Spectral goes off and reveals everyone in Q. It's a monster avalanche to start the fight. The Tree Protector's already dead. Blacklist on the retreat, but it looks like Bosku's going to be run down right next to the two corpses of the supports. 15-17, but it looks like this game may just be over.
I mean, look at the difference between this type of mechanism, right? Mikoto is not afraid of anything to just hit the space.
Are Blacklist just all-inning for an early Roshan? And the crazy part is it's going to be an early Roshan. Like, I don't know what this move is, but it's going to work out in some weird way that it probably shouldn't. They're going to lose their puck on the other side of the map.
And 1,000 gold kill?
And they also walked out of the pit, like, literally as it spawns, so... Okay. Well, we are well and truly heading towards late game.
Jabz is going to look for something. Why not? He's got every item imaginable plus double CDR here with the Spell Prism Octarine.
Spectre's going to give him the information, try and slow somebody down. Finally finds it.
Hello, Spider.
It's going to be Bosku.
Goodbye, Spider.
Takes a flamethrower to that Spider. And a little Lotus Orb toss back. Awkward interaction. Q. Actually going to keep going here. Spectre just constantly throwing illusions at the enemy team, using the Haunt, using the Shadow Step, pushing everybody back to the fountain. And one lane of barracks for Talon, it seems like.
You think Jabz?
Oh, Q tried to get it. A good BKB timing of Force Staff, and the tankiness of Q will allow him to get away unscathed. So he still, even with the jump failing, forced the BKB. Now they get the Karl, thanks to the TA trap silencing him.
23 just casually godlike here, 10-2 on a Spectre game. Another toss
back, this time on Raven, a perfect target to force a GG out of Blacklist, I think.
I don't know, the more I watch this hero over years and years, the more I'm disgusted by this.
Yeah, the crazier part is how he fucking fluctuates from carry and mid as a core as well. They're going to try and fight this without the Lina. I wish them the best of luck. It's not going very well, as you would well imagine.
All right, Karl.
Karl making a run for it.
Take some space.
Q's going to be able to catch him, though, and GG is called. All right.
That's a rough one. But it's another game that is pretty good at identifying how to exploit this Lina hero.
Yeah.
And abuse it. I mean, that was a 9th pick Lina into a 10th pick Spectre, right?
I mean, that's like a lane-winning, lane-destroying matchup, right? Legion Commander Dumpster's Ember.
This is the window where they can really start to take advantage of some of these matchups. So, and Bosku.
Yeah, what are you gonna do when the Broodmother challenges you to a fight?
Yeah, there's
23 just dead. Like, okay.
No, they kind of missed some spells.
They had the shard coming in, almost catching Tim's, and the snowball should be able to finish him off. Oh, raindrop, but he's got the punch in the end. First blood, finally, picked up at 7 minutes, whatever it is. So who should be making that rotation? I mean, do you really need to be sitting in the lifestealer lane anymore? Probably not, right?
Oh, I don't think you need to rotate. You just start right-clicking people some more.
Okay.
Sometimes it's that simple, you know? It's like this type of thing, right? You start right-clicking this Brew. You just start right-clicking Spectre, which is happening bottom now.
Yeah, 23's dead.
Helps when you're level 6.
What a heal. Sadly, the press the attack. Better hope that Blacklist doesn't
it's huge.
See and take this.
I mean, this is a hard part for Talon, though, because they're just going to tri-lane Jabz. He doesn't have ult.
He's dead bottom lane, and maybe Jabz is dead top lane, as he still doesn't have his level 6.
Get some evasion.
Toss back a little bit, and the Ember Spirit to finish him up. You said they needed to win their lanes, and howdy doody, they are winning them hardcore right now.
23 is farming up this Ancient stack right now. So you're getting some okay efficiency with the little map you have. That said, Blacklist want to come and steal it. These creeps are so low.
Oh God, 23.
Like
He's gonna get away last second, and they're gonna take the rest of the big boy ancients that were left over. Mikoto finds the kill on Bosku in the meantime. That's a big one. Looks like they got the duel. Snapfire kisses.
They're still going to be able to run back to mid here, so Blacklist get the main game, control pretty much everything. You get a little space for Spectre, but that's about it. Karl is just being super annoying. There's no control for this Ember.
This time he gets off the ultimate barely.
There it is.
What are they going to get out of this? Maybe a support kill? eyyou's going to fall? I mean, Bosku is down to take this fight. If they can get the opening, Tim's finds it for a beautiful bushwhack. Plus, they have the follow-up damage with the Ember Spirit showing up. 23 actually going for a cute little TP, but a last-second slight change puts a stop to that one.
Double damage, just shredding them on that bushwhack.
Oh, yeah. By God, this Legion commander has looked absolutely useless.
Yeah, it did nothing this game. For sure.
I saw him kill like 2 swarms of spiders. That's about the entire use of him so far.
And the thing is, killing well, Q goes down. We're going to see Ollie get chased.
Yeah,
Burke's probably join his brother here shortly.
At this point, support deaths are a dime a dozen.
The thing is, killing spiders on this version of Rude isn't even that good.
Yeah.
He just regenerates them so fast, and they're not... It's not like the old brew where you kill the spiders and you have like this huge window.
Good grab.
Not as important.
Good kill. No, your way of contesting Roshan went right out the window. Yeah, it's just all pick-off, but I don't see how they actually get the pick-off, you know? Like, the Spectre jumps on a hero, but
it's hard.
Where is the damage coming from? Because Mikoto doesn't really have the damage. He doesn't have a Desolator. He's trying to work out a BKB, and that BKB is going to get delayed as he dies again.
Q just dies to Karl in the jungle. Win one of the lanes pretty hard, rush a blink, and play that pickoff game.
Yeah, I mean, you would have a clear opening kill every single time with dual kisses.
Yes.
I don't see it here, in particular because Mikoto just...
Tusk is just
no progression.
Tusk is not a like true initiator.
Yeah.
He scales into it, but not initially, so it just slowed so much down.
Oh, tried to time it with the cookie. That was their opening, I guess, with the tornado. Still failed it, though.
And you got to bait the overextension.
Okay, nice use of the purge there, instantly getting rid of chains where they can. The Legion Commander does the same. 23 down bad, has to walk away from yet another fight. 11,000 net worth lead, 16 kills for Blacklist. They're looking to get that break open team fight. Snowball is going to be able to catch the hoodwink. There's your opening. Oh, not quite. They're going to have to throw a little bit more to be able to finish off Tims. They finally do. 23 and Mikoto blew everything that they have, plus the kisses to be able to get him. Nice cookie, actually, catching the Ember Spirit as well.
The duel
on top of it, but can they actually, do they actually have the damage behind it? It's going to be close. They barely get it. They finally get an opening, and they stretch it for all it's worth here as 2 are going to fall, and they're going to get eyyou as well. A 3rd hero kill for Talon. This game might just got a little bit more interesting. A snowball save, Raven fighting it out with 23. They need to get away from this one to slow. Bosku, he doesn't have the finishing blow to finish off the Spectre, and with those buybacks, the rest of Talon gotta get away. They are all limping out on just a sliver of health, many of them, but it looks like Jabz, the one that everybody's chasing after, should be able to just TP away just fine.
You're getting levels too, almost level 18 with Manta, Axe, Blade Mail.
Yes. Very big difference from where we were at 5 minutes ago.
So here's that smoke.
They're going to force things. Running into Ollie. Once again, just like last game, Ollie just kind of being around to break smokes where he can. Still getting away thanks to the cookie. At the same time, Snowball on through to the back line. They manage to get on top of eyyou. The Spectre is there as well. Telekinesis drop down, gives a little bit of space, but with the shards blocking him in, he will fall. The Ember Spirit's doing the same side on the other as he goes for the supports as well. Mindstealer's actually losing this fight though. Too many of these illusions doing too much damage as he's singled out. Fortunately, the Infest will buy him some time. Nice use of the bushwhack, stopping that TP away, and 23 Savage will die right around the Roshan pit too. So Blacklist can finally force that next objective. Took a little bit, but we did get there in the end. All right, Aegis Shard, item left behind. Talon got to come up with an answer soon.
The answer is
only a
smoke
temporary.
Looking for the backline here on the right with 3 hero smoke. They have Blink Tusk.
They want to catch first. They're going to go for the Broodmother with the kisses going out. The Broodmother's just dead. Kuku is going to get run down. Raven tried to give him the infest save, not quite there. Rubik similarly trying to help him out. He snowballs with a stolen snowball over the side on the Ancients, and thanks to the Shadow, he'll be able to get away. Shadow Amulet, Karl in deep trying to kill Ollie here, surrounded
one more slice.
BKB and the Lincolns. As you said, he's kind of invulnerable when he just goes in. Nobody can really touch back. Nice shard locking down. Oh, he actually didn't grab Raven. I think he was stuck inside of that one. Couldn't get the space to get the Spectre out of there alive, and no buyback there either. So,
yeah, why not? There's no Haunt. I mean, no Spectre for 40. No Brewmaster roll. What are you really afraid here? You throw some kisses on top. There isn't a hard save for him. You have Aegis for 50, so you have to wait that out, but it's doable. Here's another flank, finding the supports.
Yep, we'll be able to start off with Tim's dying. eyyou gonna be caught as well. This time he's got the dust. No Shadow Amulet saves this time around, eyyou. 23 actually slowed down though. Needs to be able to open wounds. That's where Ollie comes into play. Press the attack, removes that pretty quickly. Slight change, going for Ollie. Once again, Karl just all-in on the supports, and they can't really have a rebuttal whatsoever. Ollie falls. eyyou does manage to get a force staff down to low ground. Mikoto quickly follows him. And again, supports dying first on both sides of the team fight, but it's ultimately Blacklist Rivalry who have the advantage.
Karl's just throwing his on Raven here. Do the work for me, please. Raven's happy to oblige.
He certainly will. Second lane down. Talon faced with a bit of a jigsaw puzzle here. Need to find that missing piece to this team fight. How do they get that
23
open?
got caught.
23 tried to go for the Rubik by himself, and it's going to be caught here. The supports are running out, but they may not be here in time. 23 popping the blade mail, can't really fight back. The supports leave him because he has a buyback. They're saying, okay, we don't have buyback on everybody, but Spectre does.
All right, you got to pop Lincolns here, hex this Lifestealer, and use the buyback well, or you're just getting Mega'd. I don't think there's any other play.
Yeah, look at Karl. He's got to force the attention onto himself. Raven, if they kill Jabz here. Okay, they've been lured right next to the fountain. This may be a good setup for them, but they've already kind of reset with Karl, the BKB lasting long enough. And he's able to get back. Jabz seeping forward. An opportunity here. Where's the scythe? Oh no, the linkage just keeps on blocking everything here as now Raven gets his opportunity. Turn with Rage once again. The telekinesis stopping the cookie and killing Jabz. 45 seconds and Mega's inbound. Blacklist.
Got the spiders though.
They did. Good work, Ollie.
Spiders down, boys.
He's on exterminator duty. GG. That's it.
That's a rough one. I felt like that early game was going to get out of control pretty fast, and honestly, that wasn't the fastest, but once they hit that mark, there was no turning back. Yeah. Like, there was just no counterplay in that game, and it's the downside of these weird flex support duos. You kind of end up with in some of these situations where their lineup functions pretty well around it. You have to gap close her through all this obnoxious gunk, and might be too difficult.
Yeah, there's a lot of tanky heroes and a lot of initiation on the side of Blacklist.
Oh, some illusion block.
Really beautiful blocking from Jabz. And eyyou slowed down to a crawl. They're going to be able to collect this kill. Who wants it? Okay, I don't think Jabz intended to give that one away, but I think he may have misjudged. Yeah, it's definitely far more on Blacklist that these games are very slow at the start, right? Because they should be the aggressors, but at least that's our thoughts when it comes to their draft. Mikoto finds a pick off on eyyou. Nothing major, just a small 5-position kill.
I think they did a decent job last game, and that game was more straightforward.
Oh, this is a big kill if they can get it. Yeah, they got the pulverize, and yeah, very nice. 23 showing up mid for a second there. Karl takes full advantage.
Level 7 has his ult up. They're just farming all the neutral camps here. Pretty good utilization.
Oh, they see Karl here. They can hit with the Rolling Thunder into the Doom. Yeah. That should be maybe Bosku can come over and feed him a cookie with a living armor as well. It's going to be a slower kill, but they should have it. Anybody get the deny, perhaps? No, Mikoto will collect it. Yeah, what was that with Tim's? Like, yes. You're supposed to have a huge advantage when it comes to forcing team fights, and, well, we're not really seeing any team fights being forced. They haven't even taken a tower yet. Now they will. Good pick here on a Q. Actually goes to the toss away, and Talon are going to try and fight this one, and Blacklist will back away. Karl was going to go for the charge forward and decided against it. Kuku also thought that he was going to go for the charge and started laying down the kisses. Now he's going to be stalled up. Oh, there it is. Nice overgrowth. You're going to see that counter the entire game. Overgrowth on a Pango plus a ranged carry just lays into him. Perfect combination. They get 23 Savage as well. I'm surprised that Talon really tried to defend that tower.
Yeah,
because he is making the moves like he's expecting people to be aggressive.
Yeah,
he keeps on throwing kisses down, expecting, like, you know, the people to be going in when he's making the call.
Now you're going to jump mid again. You do have BKB to turn this.
All right. Not too bad. They're going to blow up the Tiny pretty easily. Mikoto. Oh,
look for more.
Shot. Going to be able to get to the +1. It's a dazzle.
All right, so Talon giving the fight to Blacklist while they have that BKB, maybe not seeing it in time. Jabz is going Orchid as well.
Oh, 23. Are you really going to do this? No way. Not against a clockwork. He could see you coming.
Roach is getting delayed.
I mean, Q's coming. He's in range of a blink, but he didn't actually choose to blink in. Instead, the Tree Protector bonked him one. Stop the blink dagger. The song goes in. Maybe a steal, possibly. Roll up. Oh, they're trying to finish up Roach. They get it. 23 picks up the Aegis. And now they turn around. Doom up the Lina. Lina, Raven will throw some damage at Jabz, finish him up, and turn around and try and do what he can at 23, but an overgrowth is going to stop that TP out. So, yes, you took the Aegis, but you lost the fight. You all in for Roshan. And what was it really for?
Death. Death and destruction.
Yeah, that seems like that's all that was waiting for them in the pits.
I mean, is that even that bad, though?
I mean, it can't... If I'm Blacklist, I'm like, I traded an Aegis to kill their carry and their other carry. I'm pretty happy with it.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, you take that, especially with Dazzle on top now. You're not too sad. I just feel like that you rather... I don't know if you should lose the Aegis there, I guess is what I'm saying, you know?
Sure. I mean, they are ahead, right? Because they've got Doom and Naga Siren. That's, I feel like, the equivalent of having an Alchemist on your team.
Yeah, it's like 1.5 Alchs, I think is the conversion.
That's probably about right. Hook shot on the mark. Good pick.
Crave him for the memes here. Oh, they caught the Dazzle as well, so 2 for 1. Nice. This is what Blacklist want to be doing right now. They know Talon does not want to take the 5-on-5, so you have to pick them off. We'll see if Talon try and contest it better the second time than the first time, which was Sleep, Steal, and Grand Theft Aegis. Oh, we got charged on the blink.
Yeah, charge on through and grab the Pango. Perfect. They had the Shallow Grave set up. The toss over to the side. Maybe Mikoto can actually get out of here. And so, oh no, that was the direction he wanted to go. 23, overgrowth from the side. eyyou gets it at just the right timing there to stop the carries TP out. 3 dead. Now, fortunately for Talon, Roshan is not up for a minute and a half, so...
They only have 1 good ward on the map, really, outside this mid one. It's very deep in the jungle. It's just hard to get there and utilize that ward.
Meanwhile, Blacklist just have...
Yeah, they see everything right now.
Yep, and they're going to use the smoke to try and catch everything. It's going to start off with the Dazzle, with the Primal Beast rolling on through. They'll stick on top of him, but he got the Doom onto the Lina. Now, the BKB did go off the overgrowth. Lina's just going to turn around and fight, and man, it's not even close. Everybody else's damage is apparently good enough. They hardly need the Lina. The buyback coming into play. Maybe they can still play this one out, but the Doom has now expired on Raven, so it's not even like they still can take advantage of that timing. And oh, hey, Ollie. Welcome back to the fight. You're dead? Not? Oh, good force staff, but you cannot get away from Karl, it seems, with the rocket flares constantly scouting.
And Raven says, I'm not going to wait for you boys. I'm already doing Roche.
Yeah.
Have fun cleaning up. No one can even touch me. Just turn the kills off.
Yeah.
I don't need spells on Alina.
No, Raven. He didn't want you to hit neutral creeps with this. You have forsaken Gaben's gifts. All right, never mind. They're going to go bottom lane. Oh, the toss back, though. That's what you have to be afraid of. This time, Kuku, surely this time you'll die. Oh, Mikoto follows it up, but now he's stuck at Hawks. He needs to get to the other side. The Shallow Grave will help him escape. A song goes out, and we have a momentary reprieve as 23 Savage is just running down the mid lane, apparently.
Song to farm.
Yeah, all right, boys.
I do think you want to wait for Tiny to be back up here. Because Q is your best mechanism to deal with this Lina with the Aegis. Toss her in deep and make him jump. Okay, they're just gonna jump.
They're gonna go for the Primal Beast, but he got off BKB, and now the overgrowth into just the raw damage of the Lina, shredding 23, pushing Jabz back as well. 23 will eventually die, and boy, that was just not the initiation.
That's not the way to do it. Now you have to use this Doom buy.
Oh, Q had to blink backwards, so.
Now let the racks go, I guess. I mean, Aegis is still up for 1. So you may as well make that committal as consistent and good as possible.
Well, they have the level 20 Talon on Doom now, so he's going to have the Doom up a lot. Oh, the hook shot starts off with a great pick onto Q. A force staff trying to get away. Mikoto also responding with the Rolling Thunder at the same time. Q actually gets the Shallow Grave. Well, they get the initiation on the side here. Reset and get out. Not too bad. Tim's actually dies. Blacklist need to run. Jabz, maybe he can go for this one. 23 makes his initiation with the Axe Doom, the overgrowth, but they get back to the high ground. Jumping forward, trying to finish off the Doom, but he got a Shallow Grave off. Another good save. Song is going to go off. Do they have any damage? What? Oh, the lightning comes out from Raven, and he was able to shred in just the last couple of seconds of the BKB there, not allowing 23 to escape.
At this point, I don't know if the openings are there. It's just tough. Another Aegis for Raven here. I mean, would you want to go up a hill into this dude?
No, no, absolutely not. Does seem to be that they're between a rock and a hard place, if you will.
It's pretty good vision for Talon.
Oh, grabbed him. But the Rolling Thunder actually stopped that, so that isn't too bad if they can go ahead and kill the Primal Beast with this.
No force staff for you, son.
Pretty simple. Yeah, and maybe they can still catch eyyou. No, he's already out. But Kuku is going to get tossed back. Maybe costing the Tiny his life, but he actually force staffs away from the Lina. They chase after it, but the Song has already gone down, and only the BKB of Kuku wins alone. So Q is going to be able to escape.
So if you can see where this real Naga's at, it makes the game a lot easier. Might catch Tiny when he's trying to go and jump. Not much left to buy on Trine at this point in the game either. Nice hook.
Ooh, the initiation onto 23, paired up with the Coxie LSA. Mikoto, though, gets the jump onto Raven for a second, slowing down the damage. 23, he does get off his Doom, but it's only going to last as long as the Shallow Grave does. He gets blown apart by Raven.
Jabz doing some decent work here.
Yeah, small amount of damage.
See if they want to buy back this Doom, but I don't think they do, and just going to sleep to disengage.
Yeah, run some illusions down the mid lane.
Go to sleep.
Gonna need a slight bit of upkeep here. Blacklist wants to try and force the buyback out of the Doom.
Wards on both Radiant ramps here.
Oh, the toss back onto the Clockwork. He's got a force staff jetpack, but the Nullifier is gonna slow him down a little bit. They can't actually finish him off. They do not want to get within range of Raven. Ooh. Oh, Mikoto apparently does. Yeah, he's just rolling at him. Now,
he's caught too.
Yeah, he's going to hit Raven a little bit here while the rest of the team finishes off the Train Protector. Not bad. Blacklist have to back out.
Just buy anything.
Put that gold to use.
And Jabz is like 6-slotted, and he's building the reel in.
Scan successful. Kuku leading the way with the kisses, but here comes that Doom. It's going to lure in 23 Savage to a point where Raven's going to start laying into him in return. Pops a BKB. 23 is able to walk away from the Lina, though. Gets out of range of her. They finish up the Roshan. They actually get a gem as well. He will take that one.
No BKB on Lina right now.
You got to be careful. What is he doing? Wind Waker actually going down for a second. A second Doom goes out. 23 misses on that one and will be able to get away. Oh, that was so close.
They're kind of predicting the smoke play, which is lingering in the mid wave. But of course, the Rune of Destiny.
I mean, I guess they don't really have a right clicker that takes advantage of double damage, so.
No, they don't. It was a very, very small Destiny.
It was a Tea-Leaf Destiny. They've actually got the initiation. The Wind Waker's going to go down, trying to help, but there goes the Nullifier, but they're going to blow up the Doom, it seems. Shallow Grave's going to wear out. Raven is outputting the damage this time around. Doom's going to fall. BKB activated, starts walking away. Jab's going to go for the sleep here. LSA hits him, though. Force Staff, and the BKB wears out. He's actually resetting. Jabz, where's he going? He's going back in for this one. He wants to be able to grab somebody. It's going to be Karl. Karl does have a charge away. Team chasing after him. Mikoto. Blink Dagger up in 5 seconds. It's going to be a bit too far, I think.
Divine purchased on the back end.
Okay.
Ravens had enough.
Yeah, if you weren't already doing that with the Doom Hand of Midas, now you've got a pirate hat too.
I mean, this item is kind of broken on late game support, Tiny, because you can just buy like a crit or something and you get insane attacks but you right click.
Yeah. I mean,
pretty good.
You could dig up the gold to get an Aghanim Scepter.
Song.
3 heroes
Aggressive.
found. 23.
Just walks the Doom
He's
in.
going to go straight to the Sapphire. Hookshot's going to miss at the same time. They have the roar on through. They already popped the BKB, but it looks like rooted down Lina is not doing much here. Jabz going to start walking away. Raven chasing after him. Needs the help. eyyou's got it.
Overgrowth
but he had the mirror image.
Overgrowth.
Second Overgrowth is going to be able to lock him down, but Q comes in with the avalanche trying to help out Jabz, but no. There is no other help. All of the other heroes ran away despite the initiation that Jabz set up.
It was the buybacks. Respecting the buybacks, and now
Oh, look at the booster travel on in, but 23, he's going to go for the refresher play. A force tap gets him a little bit of distance, and look at that hook shot, nicely set up. He has to go back to Raven. He has to challenge Raven here. He has to take him down, but here comes the Primal Beast to knock him over to the sides. Mikoto comes through, trying to roll on top. The Wind Waker also being used. Somebody saves just for this Lina. Raven force tapped away, turns around, lays in the damage down to Mikoto. They've killed the Primal Beast, but Lina survives full on health, and 23 limping away, but eyyou's not going to let him go to get away. Raven puts in the damage. The Primal Beast now bots 2 back into play as he chases down Talon. They are going to be able to get back to their base here. So they get a reset.
Definitely do double core buyback here. So 2 of the 3 carries on their last life. And now Raven's going to force the Roche. Still has his own buyback and bots the outpost here. Has no mana.
I mean, Roshan is not nearly close enough.
This is not the Grand Theft Aegis he got earlier.
No, it certainly isn't.
Raven's just going to clear the eyyous. He clears up pretty fast now.
Disarm, slowing things down, rolling in.
Another song.
Raven all in for it, trying to get up the Aegis. He popped the BKB and he gets the Aegis in time. He's got the second life. And now, Talon, what are you going to do about this when you can't blow up the Lina right away? They're going for some of these other heroes now, but they got to be careful. LSA, Raven actually burned out of mana here, so he just lays in the right clicks to grab Jabz. That's going to be good enough there. Mikoto on the high ground, but that's going to be the death of the Pangolin. No buyback on Jabz. Over to the side, a huge overgrowth laid out by eyyou. Up in the air goes the Doom, but he is absolutely impotent. He can do nothing with this. He pops the refresher, can't get the blink away, or maybe he can. Gets down to the low ground, TP's out, will be able to escape, but how can they play this out? They've got no Dooms, they've got no Jabz. He tried to, I don't know, get him to do something. There's still an Aegis.
It's another BKB. He has refresh back up in 1 second here.
I mean, if they couldn't win those fights before with 5.
You should just go throne here, though, if you're Blacklist.
Yeah. And that's where Q has got to shine.
Gotta toss him deep, though.
But not gonna find the opening. They have the A on disc. eyyou Scepter going down. 23. Forced to use the refresher. He does have the swashbuckle over to the side. Mikoto trying to roll it up and get back to the fountain. Meanwhile, the toss up in the air on 23. Q, he tried to get in close distance, but it's shredded by Raven. Overgrowth inside of the base while the rest of the team focuses on the building. Whoa there. Wind Waker to get out of the fountain area. Careful there, Karl. Don't throw this one just yet. The throw is exposed. Doom has to go for it. Raven as all in just for the buildings. He's got a second life. It doesn't matter if they burn through the first one. They have to stop the second one, and I don't think they've got the disarms for it. Mikoto, he's going to need to be able to get the disarm out, but immediately he dispels it with the neutral item and finishes off the throne. Blacklist Rivalry will take game 3. They will continue their streak of losing game 1 and winning the next 2 in the series.
Game 2 and 3, gods. You rather have game 2 and 3 go your way than game 1, right? That is a rough feeling if you're a Talon.